The aftermath of the earthquake which hit Syria and Turkey has left thousands dead, a trail of destruction and devastated the region. More than 40,000 people have been killed, with the death toll likely to increase even further. According to the World Health Organization, the humanitarian crisis, especially in Syria, is at its worst level, reading from the earthquake and 12 years of war. Not only have thousands been killed, but now we have a situation where ordinary Syrians cannot receive the humanitarian aid they need in a race against the clock because of politics and borders. The United Nations has warned of hardline groups, some backed by the United States and Turkey, in northwest Syria, refusing to accept aid from government-held areas of the country. Added to this is the reality that for over a decade, the West has imposed economic sanctions on Syria, which are themselves a form of warfare, impacting the lives of ordinary people. Syria's medical sector in particular has been utterly ruined as a result of US sanctions. Sanctions have also crushed the ability for aid to reach the country, with punishments imposed on donors, banks and organisations seeking to facilitate financial transactions into Syria. Western governments claim to care about the humanitarian situation in Syria while they continue to uphold the very sanctions fueling the crisis. And to be clear, United Nations representatives and human rights experts have for many years described the sanctions as illegal, demanding they be lifted. The fact that other countries, such as Venezuela, Russia and Iran, themselves suffering under sanctions, are seeking to bring aid to Syria and Turkey tells us all we need to know. If the West really, honestly and sincerely cared about Syria, it would lift the illegal sanctions in a heartbeat. Red tape and diplomatic hurdles were swiftly removed by the EU and others to help and assist Ukrainian families and refugees fleeing the country following the Russian invasion. The same has to happen across the board for all those impacted by the earthquake, now living through one of the worst humanitarian situations in recent times.